Okay, let's take a look. See what the trap is. Frozen corpses. I think those are proper dead. They're frozen because they've been here so long.
Twist.
Skeleton mage. Trampling skeletons, Herlocks. And some kind of team of players. The mage has to be taken out.
Yes. Creature.
For the love of God, take out the mage. Nice interruption. Yeah, we have very few attack spells on these. Liana's gonna be in trouble soon. Thank you. Win. For the love of God, don't be there on your own.
Mercy for me. And stay down.
Not too bad. If we would have ignored the mage a bit longer, we would have been in serious trouble. Surrounded by enemies, and then the mage is free to cast whatever it's got to cast.
Now's better than later.
In general, the game has been, well, it's a normal difficulty game with a basically played in a full party. It's been fairly easy. That hasn't stopped us from getting killed now and then, but basically I haven't had to use a lot of tactics. I've just basically just took people and let them run wherever they run. I haven't really made good use of a lot of our abilities on characters. I haven't really used any healing. I haven't used these grenades. I haven't used poisons. I haven't used traps. So the difficulty is very casual at this level, and that's sort of why I'm saying like to keep Win in the group because I don't have to really do much. The ease of combat combined with the healing ability she has, even just the automated, means that you don't really have to do a lot in most of the fights. Boss fights are probably a different matter. They're not amazingly difficult, but there's usually a thing about them that you have to understand before it goes successfully. Basically, what not to do is usually what you need to realize. Okay, what the hell do I want? Evasion. 1 in 5 chance of evading physical attacks, including being stunned or knocked down. Holy shit. Uh, I, I feel Rogue would have been a lot stronger in general if going with the dual weapon fighting and high dexterity. Because it has most of the same abilities, but it also has a huge backup tricks. We are a bit sturdier with the warrior, and this rage gives a damage bonus, but there's very limited things we can do. Basically, we can't do anything. We're just there doing damage, and that's it. It's a You get to press a few buttons here and there, but I wouldn't exactly call that engaging gameplay. There's also not too many things you can do with the build, so there's no real interesting choices going on there anymore. The interesting choice was at the start, choosing what tree to pick, and then there hasn't been any real choices after that. Gonna take mechanical expertise. No, I don't think so. I don't recall getting anything really good from them. One okayish magical weapon. I mean, a ring. That's not a lot, and that's several talent point investment for basically a little bit more cash. That's a bad investment. Go for Bard ability, Song of Courage. Mm, yeah, where the hell am I putting my attribute points? Well, I'm going to go with 2 weapon fighting. I'm going to need more dexterity, but I also need more cunning. So yeah, what skill to take? Master combat training, I suppose? I haven't used stealing like even once, so... Well, Liana is just full of wasted points. No, wasted in the sense that I'm never going to use them. What do you even have? Yeah, this is a pretty sad looking tactics window. Uh, use something for God's sakes. Load the buildings. Defense and movement speed negatives. Okay, let's say enemy. Let's go with the health. So basically use constantly. So health more than 50% use for the build. Let's say enemy or cell. Being attacked by a type of attack, melee, usability, dirty fighting. This might not be the best use of these abilities, but at least we're using the abilities instead of just throwing away the stamina doing nothing.
That's right.
I have no idea what the achievements mean. This is pretty much my first playthrough on a Steam version of this game, so I'm guessing it's related to that. Yep. Attack the guys using the ballistas, please.
I'll get on.
And if
On your guard!
I'm trying to be merciful.
Ah, shit. Some kind of spellcaster. Don't seem to be all that great one. No, there's two of them. Strategist and Warlock.
Ahead. Yourself.
This is a curse of mortality. Yep. Takes spirit damage over time and unable to heal.
Make us reserve.
Yeah, you're in over your head. Decapitation.
Up there, the Tower of Ishal. Let's do this.
Garnets. Kalen's gauntlets. Critical backstab damage plus 15%. Plus 1 armor. Yeah, they're probably requires strength 36, so I'm probably the only one who's able to use them. At least with this team. I'm the only one who has the strength.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Longbow Whitewood. Okay, what kind of bow do I have? Darkspawn Longbow Ash. The Whitewood is quite a bit better. Flimsy like hold trap. free experience for Liliana. Darkspawn Baba. It's not terrible. It's not great either.
On my way. As you like.
Whoops, so we're not that great at spotting traps then. Large, flawless spirit crystal, holy crap. +1 to all attributes, +40% spirit resistance, +12% spell resistance, 15 mental resistance, armor 16.2. That's a good one. That is a good one. The fact that it protects from spirit damage is not a good thing, but it is the best crystal we have by a large margin. I think the current one is a spirit one also, but it's a weaker one, so we have nothing to lose by changing that. Yeah, ambush. Genlock Necromancer. Emissary, we do need to get to the emissary.
As you wish.
Try to heal our asses while we'll get to the... That's gonna be chain lightning, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Is it time to kill something?
Best thing about mass heal is I don't think it really has a range. Let's look at the situation.
Run while you can.
Curse of Mortality is surprisingly annoying. It sort of renders Wind totally useless, at least at this point. Once we get her to cast haste, then that'll change.
All right.
Come on, go, go, go. Pile of sacks.
Now's better than later.
Morrigan would
Can
have
I get
been
you a
able to at
ladder
least.
so you can get off my back?
Morrigan can put out enough
I'll get
damage that we wouldn't have to really rush these mages like this. It's extremely dangerous. Yes, when they get a little bit better, it's gonna be deadly. It's now a bad idea already. I guess some spell resistance and Alistair can do it, but general.
Defend yourself! Come and get it! Let's make this quick!
He did. What the fuck are those? Shrieks.
Alright, done. Went already?
Yeah, they're not all at the
Heal them
top.
well!
Okay, Shriek. Scholars call these tall, lean darkspawn the Shalak, though they are more popularly known as shrieks because of the ear-splitting cries they emit in battle. Many tales exist of soldiers being unnerved by the sounds of approaching shrieks, cloaked in darkness and never seen until the moment they strike. As horrors of the night, shrieks are renowned for their incredible speed and agility as well as their stealth. They are the assassins of the Darkspawn, penetrating the enemy lines and striking their targets using long, jagged blades attached to their forearms to rip their opponent to shreds in seconds. They have been known to employ poison, often drawn from their own blood, and have demonstrated cunning group tactics when attacking in numbers. Okay. Yeah, what are we gonna get from you?
Got it.
Breastplates. Strength 36, yeah, it's pretty much only suitable for me. And it's a lot better armor, with a lot more fatigue cost. Plus 1 armor, plus 15 physical resistance, and a sapphire. We need to take the fatigue, the ability that halves the fatigue cost of wearing heavy armor. Yeah, it's 40% at this point, so that's quite a significant fatigue cost to your abilities to add. 20% is heavy enough, but it's our skills are becoming unusable. Leveling up helps a little bit, but I'm not sure how far we can even level up in this game. I don't recall anymore. I'm not even sure we'll reach the maximum level by just playing through the game. There's still quite a lot of the game left unplayed, so I don't think we're reaching it anytime soon. Our little mage is running away. It's a trap.
Alright, alright.
These are weak. Like, super weak. Yeah, one hit and they're dead.
Alright, alright.
Right while you can.
Alright, alright.
Really wish to be beaten by an
Come on! Tell me what you got, you bastard.
You have no skill! Only desperation!
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Ah, this is what I enjoy most about fighting. Fighting Lars. So beating opponent and then facing him in battle and defeating him. Pile of kill.
Now's better than later.
Extremely weak items. I think we're somewhere along tier 5 items at this point, and that's tier 1. Basically some crap you could have found just when you begin the game. Not worth picking up really at this point, it's worth a few silver pieces.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, a lot of weak crap. Bear's Carn.
You force our hand. Make a preserver.
Darkspawn defiled bear, that's what it looks like. Yep. You don't get all that much money from these other. Well,
Can I
there
get you
are
a ladder so you can
worthless
get off my
enemies.
back. Got it.
Knock Crusher. Tier 5 two-handed maul. Plus 4 dexterity, plus 100 stamina chance to stun. That's up. It's very good. Two-handed weapon. Nothing to do with us though.
Ugh, down the hole and into the deep. I don't even want to imagine where that leads.
Barricaded door. Please to the mage. Shit.
I'll get up. More blood. Where's the next one?
Okay, anything else? Corrupted spider.
Got it.
Be careful!
Corrupted spiders are giant arachnids that originally grew in the depths of the deep roads, feeding on numerous species of large bats. When the deep roads were lost to the darkspawn, they began to feed on the numerous skinlocks and their numbers grew exponentially, as did their size. The darkspawn tail has become a permanent part of their system, passed on to their progeny. This has had the effect of increasing their size abnormally, as well as their aggressiveness. Some corrupted spiders have made their lairs in surface forests, but most remain underground, close to their blight-tainted meals. Tasty blight. Yeah, looks like a lot of spiders, potentially. Hardened leather boots. Wind cannot be allowed to be destroyed.
Let's make this quick! Watch it, I'll rip you. Got it.
Journeyman Dreamer Room. Spell assist.
Now's better than later. Darks. Kill them all.
Shit. But real shit. It's a chain lightning coming my way. Chain lightning seems to bring down our fatigue while we get hit. I guess if it brings it to 0, we'll lose the sustained abilities too. Yeah, the Curse of Mortality is very strong. We need some kind of dispel ability, otherwise you just have to endure it. It's hard since you can't cure or increase your life in any way during that time. Give me a garnet. What's the game feeding me garnets? I already have 5. Is that I'm at the garnet level? Or is there other purpose? I don't know, I have so many I can... One of the few gemstones I could keep hold on to. I don't want to keep all of them. None of this crap. Maybe some of the more valuable ones. And things that we seem to get all the time. Because they seem to stack without taking item slots. Now, I don't know if they have other uses. Often games have secondary uses for gems that are not all that obvious. I'm just thinking Might and Magic series at least has them. Baldur's Gate has them. Sometimes they're just money, but usually at least certain type of gems are either used for something else, or you can craft something or use them against something special. So as long as I have space, I'll hold on to some of them. This looks like spider, 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 spider. What a shocking surprise here. Corrupted spiders.
I'll get on it.
Work well together.
Okay, the corrupted spider is actually dangerous. I mean the yellow version of it. Certainly an advantage taking the two-handed weapon specialty. And although I'm not sure that even that is immune to overwhelm type of ability. I haven't really looked at a lot of the abilities, what would be immune to it. Surely there's probably something. I'm also not quite sure what it's categorized as. Is it simply a knockdown effect, or is it something else? Battlefield. Okay. Finally we can put an end to this. Prison ogre. We'll pull back. I want to take on the ogre without the piece of crap mage
Ladder
joining the
so
fight.
you can get off my back.
Immediately.
I don't think we're in any real danger here. Doesn't mean that we can't get hurt. Yeah, rushing again.
I'll try to be merciful.
Okay, he took Alistair in his hand. We need to disrupt him somehow. That'll do. Yeah, the ogre isn't too tough. It would be tougher if we didn't have backup because it can grab us and squeeze the life out of us. We have others that can easily disrupt him if that happens. Duncan's dagger, Duncan's sword. It's very questionable that the Darkspan decided to leave these untouched. Red steel, plus 4 dexterity, plus 10% critical backstab damage, plus 10 damage versus dragons. Holy shit. Okay, sword, plus 3 willpower, plus 3 cunning, plus 2 stamina regeneration in combat. That's quite a lot. Plus 4 damage versus Darkspan. Liliana. You have terrible daggers. Darkspawn dagger. Well, yeah, Duncan's dagger is quite a bit more better than these. We could have her use a sword, but I don't think those count as piercing weapons. Only daggers do. It's not a big deal for us. It's more appropriate for the thief, though. Yeah, it contributes to the damage dealt by piercing weapons like daggers or arrows. So it's more damage if we use daggers. We are not going to use daggers with this, but for Liliana, because she doesn't really have the strength, maybe. Well, it's still better to use it because it contributes to the damage while we also get a bonus damage from cunning. She just needs a little bit better daggers and she'll do fine. We get something else. Duncan's sword. I think Marik's blade is in certain sense better because it weakens nearby darkspawn, but in every other sense I like Duncan's sword better. It's very similar. Alistair, yep. Take Marik's blade. Did we have armor? Kalen's shield. We don't have the strength.
Why can't that dead stay in the ground where they belong?
Ah, shit. Can I try to kill all these or go after it? I'll go after Necromancer.
I shall do so.
Battle is finished. And there's nothing here but the Ginlock Necromancer. Kalen's Helm. It's a good helm and provides mental resistance.
There it is. The last of them.
It has been a long day. By the lines around your eyes, I dare say you look as old as I.
And if I may say so, milady, you appear to be getting younger by the day.
Be careful who you flirt with, young man. When you wake up beside me tomorrow morning, I'll be back to reminding you of your grandmother.
Beside you?
You heard what I said. It would not be the first time I woke to a younger man in my bed.
Are all women this evil and conniving when they grow old?
Just me, my dear. Just me.
Yeah, we probably should take it. We are the only one with the strength again. And the mental resistance is welcome. Will also get us item set bonus. Yeah, our armor class is basically about double. Wait a minute. And our more important, the armor class didn't double there, but our fatigue is radically reduced. Went from 32 to 11, and that's without any special abilities. So that means quite a significant boost to our fatigue at this point. Very, very, very welcome. And the armor is very good. It sort of looks silly on a dwarf though. Anyway. We're down here. And we did get quite a lot from this. What's our level anyway? 10. So we need 2 more levels before we can get dual weapon mastery. At that point I'm abandoning the dagger, where we can wield 2 full-size weapons in both hands. Well, I should take the powerful. Shit. Because the moment we have to give up this armor, or any piece of that armor, we're struggling with fatigue again. So I need to take it before that happens. And it will still get the benefit from it, even with this. It just feels the benefit isn't quite as good. And it's done.
Alistair, are you all right?
Oh, they left him here to rot. We need to do something.
Yeah, we have basically a choice between treating him like a king or basically dumping here or being out of our way disrespectful. So in this group and for my character, it's really treat him with respect. So he is of royal blood and deserves a pyre.
He was a good man who hoped too much and died too young. He deserves what little honor we can afford to grant him.
Everyone approves. At least they're the most. Yeah, it was a good choice for a group here. I guess we'll be leaving. Nothing for us here anymore. I'm grateful to leave anyway. It was a decent equipment upgrade for us. And it was nice to have a little better conclusion to the situation. Go back to at least get a better closure and some respect for the people that died there. It isn't much, but it's a fine addition. Sure, where we want to go next. I don't want to go to the Soldier's Peak. We'll do some proper area. I'm guessing Frostback Mountains. That in practice that will mean Ordsmar. So returning home, see what's been happening there.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
Of course. What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yet you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
That should prove useful, no?
Not unless one also happens to be an ancient abomination. No. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Oh. So if you died, she would have another daughter. Okay, are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired. Their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
So what do you intend to do about it?
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
The only problem I have with this is I don't actually know what the grimoire contains. Yeah, I don't think talking about it with her will help. It's what the hell are you going to talk about? There's only two possible options. It's either Flemeth or Morgan. And Morgan's is part of our party. So I would naturally side with her on this, since Flemeth isn't exactly our ally any more than Morgan is. Okay, I don't want to argue with this. It'll probably be seen favorably by Morgan. So, very well. I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then. So I must remain at the camp. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Do you have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Yeah, Morgan approves. 20. So I'm going to try to boost Morgan's approval a bit. I came here to do a little bit of inventory management too. Capacity is nearly full. So let's see. Yeah, trying to figure out what gifts will go from to who. As far as I can tell, the alcohol is not for anyone we currently have in the company. Small gold bar, I'm not sure. We don't have a lot of other items. Some finery. I have no idea what the runestones and carvings are for. Tribal necklace, silver bracelet, no idea. Some of these are generic, so they might not have anything. But things like white runestone, it looks very special. Not in the sense that you have to give it to someone, but it would be appreciated by someone more than others. I'm going to try the jewelry on Morrigan. We have a silver chain and a silver bracelet. Although, no, golden rope necklace and silver chain. I can't see Morgan being the booze hound. She might appreciate runestones, but also it might as well be someone else. We have a lot of different kind of jewelry, so I'm guessing someone appreciates that. Morgan has a little, but maybe I don't know why she would love jewelry either, unless she never had jewelry.
I am grateful.
Plus
'Tis
9.
thoughtful indeed.
Plus 9, okay. It's a lot better than I thought. So it looks like she just appreciates jewelry. Golden rope necklace?
A fine gift.
Yeah.
You have my thanks.
Warm, 37. Minor magic. Party member has gained minor bonus damage. Okay, now I'm fairly confident about Morgan staying on our side, as long as I don't take him with us, because that's probably going to just lower her approval. Do we have other... Yeah, we have other gifts, but again, I have no fucking clue who they would belong to. The gold bar seems very different. It's not exactly jewelry, but someone appreciates money. Well, well, I can think of 2 other characters that we could get to join our party. But I don't see either of them appreciating gold as an option. I'm fairly certain one of them is the Booze Hound. I have no idea what the other one would appreciate though, but gold wouldn't seem to fit. So I'm guessing the booze will go, the gold will go to Zevran, I guess. I have no idea about the statuette and the runestone. What tribal necklaces. We need to get Zevran's approval up somehow. Okay, I need to taste this. I don't want to waste the gold bar because it does seem like it's not just a random piece of a gift.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Yeah, plus 10. It's definitely for Zebran. Well, we don't have that many gift items anymore. Morgan above 25, 100. Yeah, 20, that's no good. 20, that's no good. Win, 21, no good. Shale, 41, good. Fabiano, 44, very good. What is that? Interested. Okay, maybe we could get something going with Liliana now. Where's the shopkeepers? We need to do some purchasing. We might even buy new gifts.
Enchantment?
Enchantment!
Enchantment!
We don't have a lot of rooms. It's pretty random. Basically anything we can just shove into here. Okay, actually weapons we are using. Liliana. Physical resist. Yep. Take fire and electricity. I'm going to... no. Alistair is going to take spell resistance. And lightning damage. I'm going to take the physical resistance. I'm constantly getting knocked down or stunned or something, so I could use the physical resistance.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Yeah. Where's...
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
yeah. Anything new? Do you have a backpack for me to buy? No. King Marek shield. This, yeah, fat loot, a stick. Grave Warden hand puppet. Head rock. Quanari prayers for the dead. Beard flask. Okay, these are basically free items, so you just have to figure out who gets what. A cheap, basically free way to improve your approval rating. I don't think I'll be doing that. Grandmaster Lightning Rune. Okay, there's not really anything interesting for us to buy. Okay, we didn't come here to do this. Came here to sell crap. No one's using Oathkeeper. We might as well take the rune out of there then. Gain a huge amount of bolts. This is a good source of money. Yeah, 30 gold. We have still a huge amount of equipment. Rapid aim gloves, sell them. Fire damage gloves. Don't really know if I have a use for those. Ah, crap. I need to check the equipment we have in general and then sell these. It's hard to make a choice now. I think we're mostly good. Yeah, probably don't have to check these. Cold resistance 20%. You. Probably could use an armor upgrade. Yeah, this is a better. A little bit more strength would be needed. Yeah, we need to raise her strength just to get equipment. Not a lot, I don't think, but it's hard to say. I don't know what light armor will require. For all I know, it doesn't even. Yeah, something along 20 strength would probably be sufficient. But her armor is definitely very, very weak. And it's starting to be a problem. If not now, then soon. Okay. Large floored fire crystal. No. Constitution 32! Holy shit. I didn't see that coming. So we need Constitution at minimum of 32. You. Normal iron ring. Gloves. Might as well use the. You don't have any fire ability, so that's a waste of an item. No shoes at all. Well, leather boots, they're better than nothing. Not much though, but ooh. Doesn't Morrigan have. Yeah. I think it's better to do it this way. Her staff is terrible. Okay. Armor upgrades. The helm is good. Very good indeed. Gloves are terrible. Boots, pretty terrible. We can at least improve upon those. The armor is very good. I doubt we'll do anything with that. It's better than any of these. Shield, we could get a better one, but we need more strength. Yeah, something like 30, 32, and we get an improvement. And that's pretty much it. You. Mainly interested in the armor upgrades for him. I'm not sure if I'm going to take the best we can. The thing is, we're not taking Stain with us. And if I recall correctly, in Orzammar we might get a guy who also uses two-handed weapons. So I don't want to give him. Yeah. Strength 34, fire resistance, damage resistance. You get that great sword. No. Usaris or Knock Crusher. You can keep the Knock Crusher. It's a very good item. Very good indeed. 'Cause 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 The armor is also quite good. Nothing amazing. Oh. Yep. This is a better armor. Huh. Huh. That'll be it. Anything for the dog? Firestore, harness. Yeah, we're not. I'm not too interested in the dog equipment for the
Something you
dog.
need? I'm sure either my... I'm sure...
Now we can pretty much sell everything that's even remotely not something we might want to hold on to. We can sell it away. $40 gold. Ceremonial armor, red steel. No. We don't really have a great armor at this point. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the dog equipment. We'll have to keep all the crystals. We might want to switch, although I'm not too big of a fan of the cheap ones. Yeah, probably should get rid of those. Is that it? We have a lot of free space at the moment. We could sell some of these, we aren't really using them. What to do with the gems? Yeah, and I'm not really crafting anything. We have 60 empty inventory space though, so we're not exactly in a bad situation as far as inventory is concerned. Any gifts I might want to take at this point? Golden rope necklace. That went very well with Morgan. Maybe I should give that to her. It's fairly cheap to buy. The loot would probably go well for Liana. Anyway, I think we're pretty much ready now. I'll just give the gift to Morgan and we'll move on. Golden rope necklace. There is.
A fine gift.
Yep.
You have my thanks.
44, and if we do the favor of getting rid of limit, it'll probably go over 50. We have a few of these guys that we really need to get up. I'm going to do some kind of gift giving session after Orzammar. Try to get a lot of these neutral guys to at least be warm towards us. Yep. But for now, we're ready to move on to new things again. We could chat up with people a little bit. I'll try to talk to Liliana.
Yes? Something you need? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Which one?
We've heard all of these.
It will come to you soon, I'm sure.
Excellent. We haven't talked to you. We haven't talked to a lot of people. Yeah, we'll do a session again after Olzamar. Really get to know what we have in our team. Get their approval to at least form, that sort of thing. It really needs to be done. Leaving them with neutral approval is very risky. When things get tough, you can't trust a person with that kind of approval rating. It's not like he's some kind of a evil infiltrator in our group sort of thing, but more of a, if you're part of a group you don't really feel you belong to and you don't have any personal connections with the people in it, when things get tough, you probably have seriously think, is it worthwhile to go all the way? Isn't exactly an easy thing we're trying to do. So what I'm basically trying to do is secure everyone's loyalty, so when things get tough we can rely on them pulling their own weight, pulling their part in the plan. Some might stick with us no matter what, but especially characters like Zevran and Morgan, I'm very doubtful they'll stick to us all the way to the end if we don't build up those connections with them. We still have a lot to do though, so I'm hoping at least that we have a lot of free room to maneuver. There's at least Denerim, Brazilian outskirts, Redcliffe Village and Orzammar, so I don't think if we just complete Orzammar, we still have a lot of time before things go to a serious boiling point. But yeah, next time we'll do Orzammar. Maybe after doing some of these minor jobs away from the map. We could use more gold. We're reaching the point where we start to have enough money to make some kind of a investment on an item that might follow us through to the end of the game. So 45 gold, it's not a huge amount. We could also buy talent books. I'm not too concerned about skills. We are a straightforward character, we don't really do a lot of trickery, so these things would be good to have, but not really vital. And although we could use more talents, we don't really have use for all that much. That's like 3 and 4. Maybe a few here and we're pretty much done. I don't... Well, it's not like these would not be useful, but until we get our second specializations, we are very near to the end anyway. It's basically because of our class choice, it's so limited. I'm not too interested in the abilities these provide. Aggression control. Yep. They're not bad abilities. They increase your survivability of your group because you can manage what the enemy is attacking. But the game isn't that difficult with a full group and this difficulty level that I would need to do something like that. So it seems sort of a waste. Yeah, we definitely want depth below though. That's level 12 and we're very close. So buying extra talent books for us wouldn't be bad. We do want the top row, the warrior talents. extra stamina, draw threats, extra abilities in general, and stamina restoration from kills. So it's a very good line of abilities to have. Anyway, they'll have to wait until some other time.